Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Back there in luxury is Tucker.
Yep, that's me.
And yes, riding in luxury is exactly what we are doing in this 2024 Genesis GV80 3.5T all-wheel drive Sport Premier Prestige something or other. And in this video, we're going to tell you how this ultra luxury vehicle from Genesis fits our family of three. Stay tuned. All right, Holly, we're doing things a little bit different. All joking aside, the actual model name of this one, it's the GV80 all-wheel drive 3.5T Prestige Signature. They're tippy top, as luxury as it gets.
Yep.
Yep. And we're doing things a little bit different. We're
the tippy top of all Genesis.
Yep. This
is it.
No, you can get the G90, but SUVs.
The SUVs. Okay,
yeah.
Got it.
So, doing things a little bit different. We're leaving your parents' house. We picked Tucker up from time with the grandparents, and we are on an East Texas back road. Country road. What does your mom call all these roads around here?
The bumpy roads.
Yeah.
No,
What?
she calls it the smooth road.
The smooth roads.
Silly goosey.
Nope, I'm not lying. She always tells me that it's a smooth road.
All right.
She being sarcastic.
Yeah.
But here in this GV80 3.5T all-wheel drive Prestige Platinum, all the fun things, it is the smooth road, right?
It is a smooth road. Yeah.
Tucker,
No, it isn't.
Tucker, how's your wobbly head back there?
It's a smooth ride.
Not wobbly.
Exactly. Point me.
Yeah.
Anywho, let's get into the normal flow of things. I just wanted to point that out, why we were on this bumpy road.
Okay.
In this very smooth car. We'll talk more about ride here in a little bit. But I'm incredibly jealous. You took delivery of this one while I was out of town at a Texas Auto Riders event. You've had more time with it than I have, and of that I am supremely jealous. What are your initial impressions of this tippy top of the Genesis SUV line?
Well, it certainly is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start on the outside.
Okay.
Work our way in instead of
Okay. The floor is yours.
jumping around. So we're going to start on the outside. First and foremost, I know this is a matte paint.
Matterhorn White Matte is the name of it.
Okay, it feels different
Okay.
than any other paint color.
You had to touch it.
You have to touch it. It looks like it feels soft, and it does feel soft. And it's not just because you were like, well, yeah, it's a matte paint. No, this feels different than any other even matte paint, but definitely different than.
You were laughing at his teacher last week. We had the matte paint on the Hyundai Santa Fe, and she felt like she had to touch it.
She had to touch it because she said it looked velvet.
Yeah.
But that one did not feel different when you touch it. This one, it doesn't feel like velvet, but it feels different. It feels softer. It's weird. It's weird. You just have to touch it to find out.
There you go. What are your overall thoughts on the big dark chrome grille, all the dark accents on the outside, the look of the Matterhorn white paint?
I do like the white paint color, even though I probably wouldn't choose a white car, but I do like this one, the matte and the feeling.
This one has got me.
It's nice.
It's nice. More bumpy roads.
Very smooth. So, but all of the chrome accents I really like, especially on the side. To me, it feels like it harkens back to like a classic car design look to me, but in a modern way. And I really like that because, I just like the way those classic cars looked. And I feel like we went through a period of when cars, especially like the regular everyday person cars, were just boring. The design was just boring. They were meant to appeal to
as many as possible.
And that made them boring. But I think we're getting out of that, and this car is one of those that.
So this vehicle was a statement for the Genesis brand. They hired away designers from other companies, and this was their statement piece. They hired some big name celebrities to really push this. John Legend and his wife were the ones to really unveil this car to the world.
John! Where were you? It was supposed to be a thing, and you made it not a thing.
And everything that came after this has been an evolution of the design of this vehicle. So this marked the new age of Genesis, and so I like how you summarize the overall design of this. Very classy, big grille up front, very blingy, but not too in your face.
No, not too in your face.
And then we have those two lines of the headlights. Those continue down the side with the side marker lamps. Two line of the taillights. Two line theme goes all the way around this. What are your thoughts on the back of this one?
I like it. And there's a nice big wide opening in the back.
So
it's a little high in the back. It's like lift things up for a short person,
okay.
But not too bad.
Okay.
It's not like a Tahoe.
Little tidbit of information for y'all. If you'll really like this 2024 model, you're going to want to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. That's all I'll say for right now, but we've got more Genesis coverage coming.
Ooh, teasy.
Yes. So very good design, very classic, very avant-garde design outside. Let's move inside. We've got the ultramarine blue and the dune with Nappa leather quilted everywhere. I mean, even our knees have quilted leather supports here on the sides. What are your thoughts on the styling in here?
I like it a lot, and I like the two-tone colors. I like the navy blue. I probably, if it is an option, I don't know, would it rather it be white?
Okay. I was gonna, don't get rid of my navy blue.
No, I think I would probably like it, but is that an option to do white?
Yeah, but you don't get the blue.
Ah, boo.
Yeah.
No. I'd do blue and white. But if that's not an option, the tan is nice too.
Just wait until the 2025 model comes out.
Kind of looks like a football with all the quilted.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
I mean, it's not as dark as a football, but with the quilting and the brown.
Okay.
But the quilted seats are comfy. And then they also have like your side support.
Yes, and you can adjust those bolsters. Your seat, more so than my seat, has their ergo motion seat. Slang for a light massage. You've got a button down on the side there. It pulls it up here on the screen. As soon as she finds the button, it's there. No, that's not it.
That's not it.
It's right here on the side of the seat. It's the front
one.
Yeah. No, there you go. And there you get to keep pushing it. One more time. There you go.
Okay.
Whole ergo motion. So
to be honest with you, I feel like this is a less of a light massage than some other ones.
GMC. So yeah.
Just of a massage.
But Nappa leather seats, you mentioned you can adjust the bolsters on yours. I don't have all the controls over here on mine, but I do have 4-way lumbar on mine, multi-way positional. So very comfortable seats.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the steering wheel?
I like it, but this looks like a football.
Okay, so there's the football reference. The single spoke going across. Two-tone steering wheel, though. How squishy.
Two-tone steering wheel. It's squishy. I like it, and it's thick.
Yeah.
So that's good and nice. It's a substantial steering wheel. But let's talk about these gauges.
Okay. They're 3D and digital.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that.
You've said that in every Genesis that we've had that has had it. You've got little electronic eyeballs watching your eyeballs. Yes, you can turn it off.
Okay.
But let's see.
It's a little too much.
Yeah.
And at first, it's not so bad now, I guess, that I've gotten used to it. Did you turn it off?
No.
Okay, see, it's not so bad now that I've gotten used to it. But I've talked to you before that I have like very sensitive eyes. And when I first started driving it, the 3D was making my eyes act so weird, like trying to adjust to them and look at it, that I couldn't hardly even look at it, and it was making my eyes water. So
But you've got electronic eyeballs watching your eyeballs, kind of doing that parallax effect. There are multiple levels, and it makes it look more realistic than your typical digital gauges if you don't have sensitive eyes. But I bet you're barely looking at them because...
Head-up display!
Very good.
Well, I was looking at it more because when I jumped in and you fixed it, we didn't have the
Traffic sign
recognition turned on with our head-up display, but you can turn that on and off.
You're welcome.
And I didn't know how to do that.
All through the digital interface.
So now I don't even
here.
have to look at that stupid.
Yeah. So
I mean, the colors of the gauges are nice and fit with the car.
And those change with your drive mode. So if I put you in eco, it turns blue. Snow, we'll put you in sport, they turn red. And look sporty. But I'll put you back in comfort.
Thanks.
But you're talking about adjusting things in here. All that can be done through this large, over 15-inch, very wide screen here. We've got multiple ways to interface with it. It's touch, though it's a little far away. You have this rotary dial here that's also a joystick, that's also a touchpad. I like options.
I do too.
Yeah, so lots of ways.
And I do like the twisty, and I like having it right here. I like these little twisties for your...
Yeah, so you actually get roller wheels for volume and tuning, but let's talk about this. If you're having to input text...
You didn't like my super advanced terminology of twisties?
No. This top part right here, if you're putting in text, you can actually draw with your finger the letters.
Nice.
So you don't have to like scroll left and right and up and down and just write on it. But I'm a lefty, so writing with my right hand
is complicated.
Yes. Other thoughts on interior? Tri-zone climate controls. So he's got his own controls back here on the back of the center console. I just pushed a button. I don't know what I did. But he even has back there in the dual captain's chairs, heated and ventilated seats as we do up here. So all 4 seats. Yes, only 4 seats, heated and ventilated.
And Tucker's favorite thing back there is he has his own little
center console.
Yep. Right, buddy.
Well, I also have a tiny wheel compartment that is not deep.
Yeah. Little hidden storage compartment for some odds and ends things, all felt lined, so if you put stuff in there, it won't rattle.
I really like that because, if we were going on a road trip, we could put some things in the center console for him that he could easily reach because, we always have like a bucket of stuff here, a bucket of stuff there, but we could do like some quick grab things that he would want on a road trip and reach right there. And they wouldn't be flying all over the car.
And just like up here, very deep main center console, dual opening, so you don't have to bother me and move my elbow to get in if need be, which is a thing that happens a lot.
So inconvenient to move your elbow.
Yep. Lots of olive ash wood trim, but real wood in here all the way around. Very nice. Metallic accents.
Real wood?
Yep, real wood. So, knock on wood.
Bad jokes are strong.
Yes. While we're talking about Tucker back there, we can talk about putting his child safety seat in. There is a lot to like of the second row here in the Genesis GV80. And for that, well, I'm just going to have to climb in and show you because there's just that much. First, soft closed doors. All you need to do is gently pull it to. The door does all the rest. Then as you can see, I've got a sunshade on the window. Power sunshade. So if Tucker's back here, we can just roll it up for him. The suede headliner has a couple of vanity mirrors back here, so I can check and just see how windswept and crazy my hair is back here. And then I have a full center console, 2 cup holders, Qi wireless charger right here, actually right here, a little bit of hidden storage right here under some wood accents, and then a full opening just like the center console up front. Speaking of the center console up front, we get a couple of air vents on the back of that. All of our controls for our 3-zone AC, HVAC. Then we've got our controls for our heated and ventilated second row captain's chairs, which is absolutely nice. But it doesn't stop there because there is a button on the side of my seat that says relax that helps me relax. even moves that front seat up out of the way, giving me all the room I would need, though Tucker doesn't need all this, so we'll go ahead and push that button, move everything back into place, and we'll get his Graco Extend-to-Fit car seat. This is the same car seat he rode in when he was rearward facing, and as you can see, it fits fairly snugly where I've been riding the entire time, so no real impact to front seat room when it is rearward facing. As we turn it around and get it into place, it is fairly easy to install here because it is an SUV. Most SUVs just are generally easier to install car seats because it's very easy to get to that top tether location and tie that down. The lower latch points are marked with little buttons on the seat backs, so that is very nice, and actually securing them is fairly easy too. The vehicle is of a nice height so that me at 5'10", I can very snugly and easily snug this down. There we go. As far as that top tether, it's a long way from the back of the vehicle to the back of the second row of seats. So really my preference is to scoot the seat as far forward as I can, and then to, well, unfortunately in this GV80, go at it blind. The latch is about halfway down the back of the vehicle and can be found fairly easily, and then you can tighten it down like so from back here. Does not look like I'm going to be doing much long-term damage to the back of the seat back here. And now Tucker's car seat is in here snugly. I do wish, however, that I had a little bit more room from the side to snug that down, but otherwise fairly easy. Genesis even gives you these clips on the side of the vehicle, so when the seatbelt isn't being used, it's not flapping and rattling around. Now let's go check out that rear storage space back in the back. When talking about the rear hatch and rear storage space, I do want to show you the key. It is Genesis's old style key, but we do have a hatch release button here. It is a proximity key, but I'm going to keep it here on my person because this does have the smart access tailgate, to which you just have the key at the back of the vehicle. It beeps a few times and then it opens up. If you didn't want to do that, there is also the button hidden right there on the wiper. But as you can see, it opened up hands-free. No need to dance or gyrate or do anything, kicking under the bumper to get it open back here. Very nice, very easy to use. And with the removal of the third row of seats, you can see just how much room is back here. This is a very massive cargo space. Very large carpeted floor mat back here. We do have power fold buttons for those power folding second row seats. That gives you a nice flat opening all the way up to the back of the front seats. So that is a very nice touch. We even get some suede headliner all the way back here to the back. Underneath this carpeted floor mat, we do have a sectioned cover back here, hard cover. Here is your parcel cover back here, retractable. That's where it hides and resides. And then we have some additional storage back underneath the floor here, where the third row of seats would be if we had a 3-row version. So much like Mazda did with their CX-70 from their CX-90, the removal of the third row of seats does allow for extra underfloor storage back here, which you won't get in any other 3-row vehicle. As we look at the hatch, you can see nice wide hatch opening. It is programmable, so you can adjust different heights. Here is where the button is to close it. Again, you can close it from the key, but yeah, very quick and easy to do. So yes, Tucker's got plenty of room, all kinds of luxuries back there as well. This really is meant to be a chauffeur vehicle, and even above and beyond that, you can adjust from the back seat the position of this seat up front. So I've got controls right here. Lots of things.
Lots of options.
Talk about storage?
Sure.
So we already hit on the fact that the third row seat is removed. There's some hidden underfloor storage back there that you get in the place of those seats. Tons of room back there, but what about stuff up here? What's it been like for you living with purse storage and whatnot?
Yeah. Well, I do like this little
Pass-through
right there, but it is not big enough for a purse.
Well, maybe your purse. Oh, Maybe your purse, because I mean, there's not much
try to put it in. That would be very difficult to try to put it in.
live on camera. Here we go.
Camera test.
It's going in there. It's in there. We've got a little strap hanging outage going on, but yeah, our go bag that we take from vehicle to vehicle fits perfectly though. So all of our odds and ends.
Yeah, but it's a nice big storage in there. And
Then we've got a little bit of storage up here with your Qi wireless charger underneath the real wood panel. 2 cup holders right here under a real wood panel. And unfortunately, we've got this gangly, unsightly cord just dangling about because no wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto on this model, but I have a feeling 2025 will rectify that.
the automatic start-stop is very noticeable. Even you.
Yeah, even I was like, where's the button? Let me turn it off. So yes, 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 under the hood, making over 300 horsepower, over 300 pound-feet of torque, powering all 4 wheels, center lock differential here so you can make sure it's always going to all 4 wheels. Makes merging on the highway very easy and nice. Why don't we go ahead and pivot into how it's like driving this?
Yeah, it's a Genesis, so it's very nice to drive.
So this has road preview in addition to their highly adaptive suspension on this. So it's actually watching the road surface in front of us and adjusting accordingly. How about that?
Wow.
As we get passed by the competition to this in the Mercedes-Benz GLE.
We're only passed because I'm stuck behind an 18.
Yes,
We're like,
yes.
don't
Let's
be
go.
like, they're passing us by.
And then Cadillac XT5. So yes, seeing a lot of the competition to this here on East Texas roads, but...
Oh, I did the wrong thing, but we didn't mention that you can roll down
power shades
in the back, which is amazing.
Which you always comment when I ask you about visibility in the vehicles. With manual shades, if we leave them up, you're like,
yeah.
But now you have control.
I can do them up or down.
Yep.
Which is nice. I like that. Which,
Yep.
Speaking of visibility's good.
Yep.
And the cameras are nice, the 360 cameras.
With blind spot visibility when you put your blinker on, all those nice things.
Just looking at the flowers makes me want to sneeze, I guess.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, don't look.
It's too late now. Okay.
Tucker, you like how it rides back there?
Yeah.
We're getting back to wobbly head discussions. But yeah, rides very smoothly. Moves down the road very nicely.
Yep.
You brought up wanting to talk about fuel economy. I'll go ahead and get out the window sticker. EPA rated 18 city, 23 highway, 20 combined. We've done 70 miles mixed use so far in our time with this. We're seeing 18.7, so right there. A little on the lower side of what the EPA rates it at, but
I mean, I guess that's okay.
I mean, it is powerful.
It's good for a SUV.
And it'll move, especially one that the buyer of this one is a little less concerned about fuel consumption, a little more concerned with poshness, how it drives, power's there when you want it, when you need it, all of which it does very well.
I would love an air-conditioned console. Like a fridge.
Oh,
Or not console, but...
yeah, a cooler, center cooler. I don't like them because it takes away from space because I've got to do all the ducting for... I just give me the traditional. I like the traditional.
Old school.
Yeah, but I mean, even Tucker's
But
got his own
want
with
3D
real wood.
gauges, but...
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, if we're gonna advance in technology...
yeah. All right, you made me get the window sticker out. Time to guess price. I mean, real wood trim, 3D gauges, no
78.
cooler
I
in the
know.
center console, but all the real wood everywhere. Adaptive suspensions, watching the road.
78.
No,
Higher, much higher.
yeah.
95.
Not that much
Okay.
higher.
Dad,
Yes, sir.
I have a fact about this car that I'm going to tell everybody.
All right, tell everybody.
that I love that air conditioning back here
Uh-huh.
isn't up on the roof. It is part of the center console up there.
Yeah, you like that?
Uh-huh.
See, I would have thought it would have been the opposite for you, because if it's up on the ceiling, you can feel it even if you're in a backwards facing car seat. But you like it right here?
Yeah.
All right, well, there you go. Thank you for your input, T-Man. All right, so what's your final guess?
85.
No.
82.
Yes. Yeah, as this one is spec'd,
Well, you acted like
82,695.
78 was way.
I mean, yeah. It's the
Yeah.
wrong starting number. So, but 82.6. What are your thoughts now that you know?
I mean, we're nowhere near mine.
Oh,
But if we were in the luxury
realm.
vehicle market,
Yeah.
then this would definitely be on the list for sure.
So your mom was gushing over the Hyundai Santa Fe we had last week.
Sure.
And she was impressed at all that you got for $50,000 fully loaded, as that calligraphy trim was. Genesis is the luxury brand of Hyundai, and now she's gushing over this one. She goes, well, if I'm going to go 50, I might as well go 80.
Yeah.
So maybe your mom will be in one of these soon. Who knows? But yeah, I want to be in the market. We have loved every single Genesis product that we have had delivered to us, and I don't foresee that changing anytime soon. They are a brand that are on a tear, win after win after win. And yeah,
And this is another one.
this another one. This again was their signaling of the change of guard at the brand, and it is about to get updated for 2025. So stay tuned for more on that. If you want to see more from Holly, from Tucker, some behind the scenes stuff, find her on Facebook and Instagram at Female Consumer. You can find all things GT Garage Talk at GT Garage Talk, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, you name it, at GT Garage Talk, or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for our family of 3 in this vehicle for 4, until next time, gearheads, bye. T-Man, what do you think about the fact that you can do that? Is that cool?
He's not as excited about that as I thought.
He's got his mouth wide open. He's shocked. Is that cool? He's still in shock.
I figured you'd like that since you're always asking mommy and daddy to put them up and down.